Alright, time for legs. First, gotta turn this damn AC off. It is chilly in here. I have a love-hate relationship with legs. There are days like last leg day where I felt fucking incredible. It was a nice, hard, heavy, out of breath after every set kind of leg day where you're in the hole and you get that moment where you're almost, it feels like every muscle in your body just tenses up and you just push and you're just fucking beating on the muscles in your legs, quads especially, but more generally the legs. And then there's days where I just don't have that mentality to push myself. And I think today we're gonna have one of those push yourself nights, because last leg day was one of those days, and I'm planning to make that a twofer this week. I have one of those days, and sometimes I just don't have that mentality, because you do have to have a mentality to be able to push through that pain, that amount of pressure you're putting on your system, or I should say stress you're putting on your system, to really push yourself and wring every drop of effort out of your muscles. Especially on a muscle like legs, it's literally the biggest muscle in your body. Oh, well, your quads are, but it's the biggest muscle group on your body, and they get used every single day, so they require an extra added level of effort to actually progress and stimulate the muscle in a way that isn't just endurance and is actually promoting those response that you want to have, as opposed to just going through the motions, feeling a little bit of a burn and saying, all right, I'm done. Okay, I guess you're turning. Yeah, you have to have a strong mentality when it comes to legs. Like, you have to have that mentality of, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but not going home a loser. You step in the gym and you tell yourself, tonight I'm not going to go home a loser. I'm going to go home a winner. And for me, that's just not always there, but that is part of this love-hate relationship I'm assuming most of us have with legs. Again, like I said, I'm pretty pumped for this leg day, and hopefully it comes out as good as last leg day. I have an update for the bulk. I have been seeing a slowdown of progress on the scale, and I did recently, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I went up in calories, but I only went up 200 calories. So I'm gonna give myself 2 more weeks to start making more progress before I say, all right, that's it, call it a day and start the next cut. I originally wanted to do 200. I don't remember if I said this before, but I originally wanted to hit 200, and then recently I've realized quite readily that that's just not going to be realistic. And then I decided, let's try to shoot for 190. And if I don't change things up calorie intake wise. I don't think I'm going to hit that either. So I'm just going to try and give one last hurrah for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to go up. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to go up just another 200 calories or if I'm going to go up like 300 or 400. That is to be determined. But if I can eke out a couple more pounds before I call it, then I will be happy. If anything else, I did more than likely put on some weight muscle wise during this bulk, even though it was only coming up on 4 months now. So it'll be 4.5 months by the end of the bulk if I stick to this 2 weeks that I am planning to do. So let's make it a good lift. Let's go. Oh. This leg. Stand it that way. And we're gonna do one leg or one set of single leg, and then we're gonna move on. Oh, start the set. Yes. Yes. See how many we can get. Okay. I think that's it. Okay. All right. Legs complete. Man, my legs are so fucking pumped. They're rock solid. I feel like one of those stress balls that have like the really firm sand in it, or like kinetic sand where it's hard at first and then it kind of compresses or whatever. Anyway, that I would have to say qualifies as one of those push yourself lifts, if I do say so myself. Now, there was a bit of a conundrum on those horizontal press. I either on my last leg day saw the wrong number and put in a different number, because I have been doing it at 235 on there, and I went up in weight last leg day to what I guess I thought was 265, but for some reason today, when I was warming up for the leg press, even though I had just got done doing leg extensions, I still wanted to get used to that weight, which is always a good idea, by the way. Even if your knees are warm, maybe your quads aren't warm for pressing in particular. But anyway, so I went on there and I went up the stack, or I guess you should say down the stack. I got to 235, felt like it usually does, and then I went up to 265, which is two rungs down, and I could not for the life of me move that weight. Now, this is the result of either two options. Option one, I fucked up last week, put the wrong number in, didn't actually do more weight. Option 2, I went harder on leg extensions and I was more fatigued this time around. I couldn't push the weight. I think it's probably a combination of the two. I might have done the wrong weight, but not as much in my like, little phone track thing for my workouts. But anyway, yeah, I'm not doing a pose down for these leg days, not until at least I start losing some more weight, because I already had hard enough time seeing separation in my quads, but especially when they're pumped up and I'm bulked up, I just don't see any reasonable explanation for doing a pose down for legs, because the camera's not going to pick it up. I might pick it up if I'm sitting there trying to find the perfect lighting to see any difference, but when I look down on my legs, they look bigger, and that's all that matters. Also, I'm not wearing shorts, so I'm not going to do my pose down in my underwear for legs and get a strike, so there's also that. I have a feeling, though, that by this time next week, or later this week, when leg day rears its ugly head again, I am not going to be in one of these pumped up moods for a push myself day. I might just take it a little bit easier, because holy shit, am I tired. But yeah, I think I'm gonna, this weekend, if not this weekend, then on Monday, I'm gonna go up in weight. That's always the wish. Go up in calories and really try to top off this bulk with a bang and see where that takes us. That's all for now. I think that everything went well today and we achieved what we set out to do, which is always good. Fuck, I'm still out of breath after that last set. That drop set really fucking killed me. I think I could have done more reps for that drop set, but I was running out of steam. Stamina wise, not necessarily muscularly able, if that makes any sense. I didn't fail mechanically, I failed mentally. Well, that's another thing. There's a difference between going to failure just burning and it being a mental thing where you physically can do more mechanically, but your brain's like, this hurts too much, you need to stop right now. And then there's mechanical failure, which is what you may have seen in those sets of leg press, where the weight is just not moving anymore. It's two completely different animals. And especially with legs, as I was saying before, I would err on the side of mechanical failure as opposed to mental failure. But next time around, I think this love-hate relationship's gonna flip, like I said. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'm gonna get some food in me, take a little nap, wake up, eat a little bit more, and then go to bed for real. Thank God it's Friday. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.